In the American Midwest, rising out of the modern landscape sits Monk's Mound. It is the towering centerpiece of Cahokia, a sprawling ancient metropolis that rivaled the major urban centers of its time globally. At its peak, this city was an immense achievement of engineering. Thousands of people lived among dozens of massive, hand-built earthen mounds, which framed expansive central plazas where the community gathered. Because of its sheer size, it is easy to look at a map and assume Cahokia operated like a traditional empire, a single dictatorial capital ruling over a vast, otherwise untamed wilderness. But the archaeological record reveals a very different landscape. Hundreds of miles away from Cahokia, across distant river valleys and dense forests in the American Southeast, other distinct, highly organized societies were thriving entirely outside of its authority. There was no single king or unified kingdom. Instead, North America was covered by a decentralized web of independent communities, linked together by shared traditions and constant exchange. This historical chart shows the Mississippi River's complex winding path. Waterways like this, the Ohio and Tennessee, were primary highways for the Mississippian world. Navigated continuously by canoe, this flowing infrastructure allowed physical materials and complex ideas to move rapidly across enormous distances. Around the year 800 CE, a crucial agricultural shift accelerated this movement. Communities across the region widely adopted the cultivation of maize. The combination of highly fertile river valleys and a reliable, storable food source drove a massive population boom. Villages expanded rapidly, evolving from small farming outposts into major political centers. As these centers grew, they began constructing enormous platform mounds. Builders carried thousands of individual woven baskets of dirt, layering them entirely by hand, without the use of pack animals or wheels, to create monumental foundations. You can see the results in present-day Alabama at a site we now call Moundville. It grew into a massive settlement with its own central plaza, entirely distinct artistic traditions, and an independent political history. Further east in Georgia stood Etowah, a settlement that helps illustrate how these societies were governed. Archaeologists identify